Welcome to Burden eCast. I'm Maury Galbert, tax partner here at Burden LLP. With me today is fellow tax partner and colleague Scott Dittman. Scott, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks, Maury.
So Scott, 2012 is mercifully over. We spent a lot of time in 2012 doing a lot of different things in anticipation of some of the changes that were happening from both an income tax and an estate tax perspective.
Right.
We're now deep into 2013, in a sort of continued regime to what we had in 2012 for the most part.
Right.
And the president has released his budget for 2014. And there seem to be some important changes in there. So just when we thought we had a sense of permanency, whatever permanency means, to the extent things can change,
Right.
there are some important things in there that may require some serious attention on a sort of forward-looking basis and might actually require some attention maybe more immediately. I think it might make sense to break down some of the things that are being floated into things that would sort of take effect later and things that might take effect now, understanding that all these things are just budget proposals and obviously subject to a lot of horse trading in Congress. But I think, starting with the most obvious ones, as part of the president's budget, there were some potential changes to the exemption amounts and the tax rates.
Right. Well, one thing that the president proposed, which kind of I thought was unusual, is that he said that effective in 2018, he would like to see the exemptions decrease back down to what they were in 2009, meaning that for estate and generation skipping purposes, they would be decreased by the current 5 million index for inflation down to 3.5 million. And for gift purposes, which is very important in terms of planning, he would like to put the exemption back down to the $1 million that it had been previously, and with no indexing for inflation. Now keep in mind, if this ever came to pass, which obviously we don't know if it will, there would be no, in effect, clawback. Whatever you've done currently and whatever you continue to do
is not impacted.
Correct.
You're okay as long as you got it in before the change.
Correct. And then in addition to that, he's proposing raising the rates up to 45%, keeping in mind that federally they're currently at 40%. And in addition to that, the only good thing is that he's leaving portability in the law based on his proposal, which means that a couple as a group can use their current exemption, whatever it is, currently $10.5 million, either at the first death or the second death, allowing more flexibility for individuals doing estate planning.